Grand Rising. Grand Rising. How are you folks doing here on this beautiful Wednesday morning? It's raining outside. It's raining, people. But I'm indoors. I've been setting up my new number 5. It's number 5 of my DIY solar power aquaponics system up. And one of my indoor in the garage tents. As you can see, I got it mostly all set up except the hydrogen clay that I have to wash out. I got a new bags of hydrogen clay. I have to wash it out, get all the grit off of it, and then place it in the 4 wide, my fault, 4 long, 4 wide, 12-inch deep, large grow bed right here. Fill and drain. This is a fill and drain grow bed. As you can see, so in my last video, the bell siphons installed and everything's running. What I do is, when I set up my new systems like this, I let them run for at least a day so I can monitor everything, make sure the water is going up and down, especially in the fill and drain grow beds. That's what this is. That bell siphon automatically fills and drains this depending on the amount of water you pump into it. And I also want to monitor my filters. I've taken the tops off the filters so you can see how they work. This is a heavy settler filter. As you can see, the water comes up. It comes up through here, and it comes from, this is the first filter. It comes from the tank. Here's my beautiful 60-gallon DIY tank I made. Have an air stone, beautiful air stone in there. You need plenty of oxygenation in your aquaponic beds for the fish and for the plants. It comes in, it goes down, it comes up into this bucket, a flow rate bucket I made from a bucket. The fish waste, the nitrite, comes in, it circles around. What this does is it causes the fish waste to slowly settle to the bottom. And then once it settles to the bottom real slow, it won't go out. It won't go out this outlet valve. It goes down to the bottom. It stays down there, and you can just drain it out over a 3-month period. So all the nitrate heavy waste goes down to the bottom. That's what this is for. This is a heavy waste filter, this filter. It goes down to the bottom, so all that pure nitrate with the water can go out and on to the flow rate filter. There it is, the flow rate filter with lots of K1 material in it. And as you can see, I have an air stone in there. This is where all the beneficial bacteria will be. This is my flow rate bioreactor filter. That's what it's called. I always mess it up. Flow rate bioreactor filter. All the oxygen going in there. And what's going to happen is the beneficial bacteria are going to live in this K1. These little small plastic K1 filters. Millions and millions of beneficial bacteria will colonize that. They're already in there because I set this out for a little while. So they're all. This is from my outside system. Some extra I had in my outside system. So beneficial bacteria are already in there, and that oxygen, they need oxygen, keeps them alive and healthy and well. The fish nitrite comes from here, goes down, and comes in here, and the beneficial bacteria eat that nitrite. They eat it and turn it into nitrate. Their waste is nitrate. That's their waste. Their waste is plant food. So the nitrate goes down. Once these guys make them nitrate, they take the nitrite and make it into nitrate. It goes down here into the beneficial bed here, which will be filled with hydrogen clay balls, and there'll be more bacteria just like these in the grow bed. So you have all this beneficial bacteria in here, K1 media, and in the hydrogen clay. All that beneficial bacteria that's been converted from nitrite from the fish, turned into nitrate, and the plants love nitrate. Our plants in the wild, that's what they do. They eat decaying material made by beneficial bacteria that's turned into nitrate. That's all we're doing. All we're doing is recreating an ecosystem all naturally via aquaponics using fish waste. The plants eat the nitrate, turn it into food. Once the nitrate is all eaten, it goes in here, down into the sump, all clean. It goes down into the sump. I'm going to show you the sump here in a minute. It drains out. This is going to drain in a minute. This is almost filled up. It's going to drain in a minute. It goes down here to the sump where the water is clean, and then this is pumped. This is a pump in here and a sump. There it goes. It's draining right now. It's starting to drain, and that'll pick up. That should pick up in a few minutes as the water gets higher and higher. Bell siphon is draining. Perfect time, ain't it? And we're going to sit here and watch it drain. You see it picking up? It'll get faster and faster as the level of water goes higher and higher. There it goes. You'll hear it gush in a minute. But this is where the clean water goes back into the sump. There's a pump in the sump with this hose. The pump pumps the water back to the tank, to the fish, all clean again, and the cycle is repeated over and over and over again. The water's picking up. This will take a little while because I have this set to fill and dump every hour. So every hour, my fill and drain grow bed will fill up with water and it will dump the water automatically, all via gravity. And it's picking up, as you can see, as it starts to drain. I'm trying to wait here for the whole process to go through so you guys can see it draining all the way fully as it's starting to do right now. So every hour, this grow bed will fill up with water and it will drain with water all the way down to the bottom. That way, your plant roots that are in this grow bed get plenty of oxygen. They're not under the water all the time and they don't get root rot. That's how a fill and drain bed works. It works just like that. That water's coming out more and more. But I'm going to be, I have an order of 50 bluegill fry that are on the way, and they'll be going into this tank. 60-gallon tank. That's 50 bluegill fry. So this is tank number 5, Aquaponics number 5. I'm working on number 3, the bigger system, number 3, outside in the high tunnel, aka greenhouse. So I have a lot of these systems. The bigger ones are already built. The 4 big ones are already built. They're just outside waiting for me to fill them all up and get them ready. As you can see, the water has increased, and this thing's gonna drain here real quick in a minute. It's almost there already. All that water just automatically draining out. It's fun to sit here and watch your aquaponics system do its work. It's a beautiful thing to watch it. I fill this system up with rainwater. This is all harvested rainwater. Because you want to stay away from chlorine, because chlorine kills the beneficial bacteria. And we don't want that. So the system does everything on its own. 90% less water. All you're doing is topping this off a little bit. That's all you're doing. You're just topping it off a little bit when the water evaporates. And since this one's indoor inside of a tent, there's going to be very little water evaporation. The sump is 50 gallons. This right here is my sump, which is a regular stock tank. There it goes. It's thumping hard now. It's a beautiful thing to watch this whole system at hand. How it works. All that water coming out of there. Automatically. And this will shut off automatically once the bag gets empty. The bell stopper will shut the water off automatically and it'll fill back up again. Every hour it does this. Fills and drains. And this whole system is on solar power. This is plugged to one of my 100 amp, 1200 watt DIY solar power generators. Because y'all don't use that much power. All I have is the small air pump right here. And I had a small water filter and some lights. That's it. So what I'm going to do next is I have to fill this grow bed up with my hydrogen clay. I'll fill it all up and I'm going to show you what plants that I already have growing. Plants that I already have growing to fill this bed up. Some nice plants. So that we're going to start off filling the bed up. Beautiful system that I designed. We're going to cover back up and let it do its thing. Naturally grow food aquaponically. And you can grow all types of food in here. I have dual zone pots that I'm going to be showing you guys that I grow in here. You can grow root crops, ginger, turmeric, ashwagandha, maca maca. I could go on and on. Potatoes. You can grow that in aquaponics using different methods. I'm going to show you how to do that. So as I increase my infrastructure with building my, getting my systems all up, you'll see more and more of these systems. I have 6 of these right now that are already built and just waiting to get set up, just like this one was, number 5. So I'm going to go do number 3 outside. It's raining outside right now, so I won't be doing that today since I finished this one up. And at the end of the day, people, all kind of ways to grow food. Whether you grow food in the ground, whether you grow food aquaponically, whether you grow food hydroponically, grow some food. Build your own DIY solar generators. Learn how to prep. Read. DIY is my thing. I love doing DIY projects. Because if I were to buy this system in a store, you know how much this would cost me? Thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. If I was to go to an aquaponics store and buy an aquaponic fish tank, the filters, the grow bed, the sump, everything in here, the bio balls K1, they're easy to buy, they're cheap. But everything else, the structural part, will cost me a whole lot of money. It's best to DIY it yourself. All this stuff is made from recycled goods. This tank is made from a food grade tank. This had syrup in it. I paid $15 for this tank. It's crazy. Those are 10-gallon brute, very tough 10-gallon garbage cans that I turned to filters. They're brute, very good, very solid 10-gallon trash cans that I turned into 2 kind of filters. The grow bed I made myself. So, grow some food, do some solar prep. At the end of the day, ain't nobody coming to save us. We see where this world's going. And you can take these anywhere you want. You can break this down and take it with you. That's simple. And if you're facing challenges, if you're disabled, have a problem getting in the dirt, digging up the dirt, you have a bad back, bad legs, or whatever, if you're disabled, aquaponics is the best way to go. A whole lot less labor. Till next time. Beautiful rainy day in Texas.